Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a tier list of all the transfer and team related stuff. So let's get right into it. Obviously we know Xabi Alonso is our new coach. Old news now, not a big deal. Hopefully new things will be coming with him, because as you guys would have heard recently or in the past 1 or 2 weeks, Xabi Alonso has implemented a late fee for those who come late to training, even by a minute or two. We already have our first player who broke that rule by coming in 8 minutes late, Dani Ceballos. He came 8 minutes late, apparently there's a penalty for it. It's good that there's strictness with Xabi Alonso. Hopefully there's some good relationships as Carlo Ancelotti used to build with the players. Hopefully that remains there and no issues in the dressing room. Let's move on. So we know that these three lads over here have already moved in. They've gotten into the team. Obviously we got some new signings as well, but we don't really care that much about the new signings at the moment, because I want to focus up a little bit more of the current players that we have. But of course Trent Alexander-Arnold is the biggest eye of the team right now, because come on, we struggled last year around. We did struggle big time with our right back position, Lucas Vazquez. He was our replacement for Dani Carvajal, who was on an ACL injury. So Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to have to fill up big time. And that's going to be an issue, because we don't know if it's going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold who's going to be playing or Daniel Carvajal. Which one of the two? The veteran or the rising star? But anyways, look, we lost Vallejo, who to be fair to him, I felt bad for him. But look, it was time for him to go, and he wasn't getting any playing time. He only got like 30 minutes in the entire season, maybe max 60 minutes or something in the entire season, maybe in the past 3 years as well. So it's good for him to have left. I hope he finds himself a new team. He did lose two veterans. Lucas Vazquez, I think he's still searching for a team, but Luka Modric, as you guys all know, he went on a free transfer to AC Milan, and I really hope AC Milan do win the Italian league, just because Luka Modric has gone. Obviously AC Milan has big history as well from back in the days. Let's move on to who I think should be listed on the transfer list. Mendy, I think we all know why. Terrible, inconsistent, injury prone, 24/7. Like, he's just the full book of why we need to get rid of him. When he plays good, he's a fantastic left back. He's not an extraordinary left back. He's just an average left. When he plays good. When does he play good? Rarely. We will rarely see that. But I think Mendy needs to go. I think it's time for him to go. His contract isn't over. He is listed on the market, but no one's making an offer. No one's requesting Mendy to their teams, because who wants a guy who keeps getting injured, you know? That's not how it works. And that's a problem for us, because obviously it would be good to offload some players that are not needed, make some room for wages here and there, those sort of things, expense-wise, business-wise, and that would be a better idea. Which would be ideal, because there is a little bit of a wage issue, which we'll get to in a little bit. But yeah, Mendy has to go. We already have Fran Garcia. Moving on to Tchouaméni. This is why I'm putting him here. Apparently, according to Xabi Alonso, he has a vital role in the team. Look, Tchouaméni, if you look at him just on paper, he's a big guy. He's strong. He's not that fast, but he's relatively quick. He can shoot outside of the box at times, very rarely, but he can still do it. He gives me hints of the characteristic of Casemiro, but look, he's starting to get like to his mid-20s and maybe a bit older. He's not getting any younger. He's not been doing good at all. Okay, last year around he was playing in the center back position, filling in the spots of all our injured players. I get that. No question. I don't disregard the fact that he did terrible last year. But is he going to be able to do good this year? Thankfully, so far, we don't have that many injuries. Of course, we have a few players who are injured, but thankfully, so far, he's not injured. And we're going to have to see tomorrow, when this video is being recorded, tomorrow's game against Osasuna. Maybe if he starts, we're going to see where he's going to play, how is he going to play. It's either you play good right now, or you really got to go. He really needs to be sold by winter or the next summer, or as soon as possible. As soon as possible. He needs to go. He, in my opinion, is sitting very much on the edge of the fence leading towards the transfer. Which puts me on the same case for Camavinga. Because right now he's injured. As of right now, this recording, and tomorrow's game against Osasuna, he's injured. He's out for 10 days from many days ago. So again, on this day of the recording, he's currently still injured. Maybe in a few days he'll be back. Man, it's preseason. He hasn't played much. He keeps getting injured in training. I don't see what we can do with Camavinga. He's a good midfielder. He's a good pivot. He moves the ball very well for us. He gets things going very well for us. But he keeps getting injured, which is an issue. If our players, no matter how good they are, keep getting injured, they're going to have to go. It's kind of the same situation as Sergio Ramos. At the end of his time at Real Madrid, injury. Same thing with Bale. I'm putting him here because honestly, if I compare him with Tchouaméni, I would prefer getting rid of him and keeping him. But you know, we'll just put him here. Alright, let's take Endrick. I'm putting him here not to get sold, but to get a loan. I still think Endrick needs to get loan. There's too many forwards, and he needs to get playtime. He's still very young. He needs to get those minutes. Where is he gonna get those minutes if we have so many forwards? You guys get what I mean? Because we also just got Gonzalez. He did a fantastic job in the Club World Cup, and they weren't easy teams. But of course, Fran Garcia should stay. Thibaut Courtois should stay, our main goalkeeper without doubt. Lunin should stay, but there is news about him being loaned out or being sold to another team. Like, to be fair to Lunin, the one year he played so good that year that we won the Champions League, he carried us. He legit carried us. He did so good. He's very underrated. Lunin also needs to get some time to play. Thibaut Courtois is gonna play a lot. There's so many games this season. Maybe there should be a little bit of a rotation. Maybe play Lunin in a few of the La Liga games and rest Thibaut Courtois. There's nothing wrong with it. With Carvajal, he should stay. Jude Bellingham, he's covering from the shoulder surgery, but of course stay. Valverde, like it'd be mental if Valverde gets sold, unless he really falls off out of nowhere. He's completely done and dusted. There is no way Valverde should ever be let go from Real Madrid. He should stay for his entire career of football in Real Madrid. He's the most complete player. Maybe he's not the top goal scorer, or doesn't give the most assists, or does the most dribbles, or whatever it might be, but he's the most complete player. He could play anywhere. I even think he could play in goal if you put him in goal. Like, seriously, at this point, like, we're considering playing him as goalkeeper. I don't know, man. This guy is, I just hope for the best for him. Arda Güler should of course stay. There's a lot of news about him gaining this muscularness. 8 kilograms of muscles have been gained. This transformation is incredible. Love to see it, but will it play out well? We're gonna have to wait and see what happens. Before I get to these three main center backs, let me talk about this little youngster. For some reason, I've been seeing that maybe the Real Madrid are looking to sell him. I don't understand why. In my opinion, he's better than these three players currently. Currently, he's the best of these three players combined. All of them combined. He's the best center back out of all these three players combined right now, for me, in my opinion, at this very moment. I'm not talking about history. I'm not talking about the past. Yes, of course, we don't disregard Rudiger and Alaba for their veteranness, if you want to put it in a very weird way. But anyway, there is no way he should be sold. He should stay, and he should get playtime as well. As for Rudiger and Alaba, I think it's the same concept when it comes to Tchouaméni and Camavinga. Very much on the edge for me. Injury, ACL, lack of concentration in the game. I don't know what you want to call it. They're struggling, and I think this year should be their last year of being given a chance, let alone by winter time, you know? So I really hope they do good, because in my opinion, if Rudiger and Alaba don't step up and play like they used to back in the days, they gotta go, and we gotta get new, younger players in. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. As much as we love them, they're not performing good enough. But for now, we'll keep them here and see what's up. As for these two lads, you might say, okay, maybe Brahim Diaz needs to be sold, whatever, so on and so forth. I think he should stay, but more as a super sub, not as a starter, because as a starter, he does so many good things on the field, but he needs to play less to do better. That's what I see from him, because when he plays more, like, imagine Brahim Diaz doing all his dribbling, like his insane dribbling like he always does. He can't be doing that the entirety of the game. So why not leave it maybe till the last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, bring him in and let him do his dribbling messiness. He's slick. He's very slick. He's very gifted. He's like our Isco. He's like an Isco for us. Let's move to the main three people right here. So I think every modern is also waiting to see what I have to say about those three lads. Because of course Mbappe is gonna stay. But I'm having a little bit of issue with the two Brazilians. The two wingers. I don't understand why Real Madrid are looking to sell Rodrigo. To be honest, Rodrigo is like right now one step away. He's 1 foot outside of leaving Real Madrid. Because apparently, according to some news I've been reading, Rodrigo and Manchester City are about to link up big time. Pep Guardiola likes Rodrigo. Pep Guardiola wants Rodrigo. And Manchester City are willing to pay the 100 million that Real Madrid are requesting for. I don't understand why. I don't understand why Real Madrid would want to get rid of such an indispensable player like Rodrigo. It doesn't make sense. Like, we need to keep him. We need to build around him in the forward lineup. He's such a vital player. They're forgetting what Rodrigo has done for us in the Champions League, mainly in the Champions League. Of course, he's had influence in the La Liga, but I'm talking in the Champions League. He's had such a big influence, especially against Manchester City. Why is it that every time one of our players doesn't sin against an opposite team, they end up going to that team? Like Sergio Ramos ends up going to PSG. Ronaldo ends up going to Juventus, destroying them. Why is this such a trend for us? I don't understand. I really don't understand. Now Rodrigo destroys Manchester City from the past and now decides, alright, I think maybe I should go to Manchester. Why? I don't understand. I really hope he stays. It'll be such a big loss for us. The money-wise, it would be fantastic for Real Madrid, but value-wise of the player, the quality of Rodrigo would be absolutely terrible. I hope we don't lose him. Because look at this. Back in the days, it was just these two lads alongside of Benzema, of course, leading the front line and just dominating the wing. The connection they had between them two and Benzema, and then just them two after Benzema left, the connection was incredible. But then Mbappe comes, splits the two. There's a big issue last year, not a good front trio, not performing at their best, none of them performing at their best, no connection, no chemistry, and now both of them are being looked at being sold. Like, don't you see what I'm seeing here, ladies and gents? I'm telling you, something is up and I'm not liking it, because Vinicius Jr. has been on hold with his contracts for many months now, and it's been a topic of discussion over and over again. We know Saudi Arabia wants to buy him. There is an issue with wages, there is an issue with stuff. I don't understand. If I'm not mistaken, Vinicius Jr. is secretly talking, not doing anything more, but just talking with some Premier League teams, and I'm really not mistaken, it's Manchester City as well. Like, what do I say to that? I don't understand. Like, this transfer window, maybe these guys gotta go, some being sold, some being waited on or being sold as well, and Endrick being loaned out. Like, it is what it is, ladies and gents. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Make sure you join my Discord server as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Take care and bye bye.